Okay, hi everyone, welcome to our live. Okay, so today we'll be doing grammar and vocabulary questions from our new ebook. Hi. Hello everyone. Hey, welcome to the live. Let's just wait for more people to join us before we continue. Hi Charlene, welcome. Right, believe school has ended already? Or do you have CCA today? Hey, hello. Welcome to our live. So we'll be continuing from where we left off yesterday. Oh, your CCA is tomorrow. Thursday is Clarissa's CCA day, right? I see. Okay, so do you have homework? You have homework today. Oh, you're doing question number 1 already. Okay, very good. Right, so if we look at question 1 over here together, right, so since Charlene has answered question number 1, yes. Okay, your answer is correct. Okay, the answer is number 3, was. Okay, the explanation, right, extra info, yes, very good. Okay, we already learned that this is a distractor. We ignore this, so we only focus on cake and yesterday. Past tense singular. Okay, therefore the answer can only be was. Okay, let me just rewrite this, was. Okay, very good. Right. Moving on to the next question. Miss Teo, the school counselor, let Jess blank her mind for as long as needed, patiently listening without interrupting her. So, she let Jess blank her mind for as long as needed. This one IDK 2. Okay, yes, that's correct, okay? Let Jess speak her mind for as long as needed is correct. Okay, so usually over here, right? Usually we will use the base form of the word. Okay, we use the base form, which is why the answer is actually number 2. Okay, speak her mind. Okay, let Jess speak her mind. Okay, moving on to question 3. Right, having worked the night shift for years, father is accustomed to blank staying up late. Oh, I think there's an error in this question, right? Over here, this is actually the answer. It's not supposed to be typed out. So question 3 should be voided. Okay, let's move on to question number 4. Right, watch out, I see a car blank towards us. Okay, I see a car coming towards us. Yes, K number 3 is correct. Okay, in this case for question number 4, yes, that is correct. Sorry, 3. Okay, coming, because this is in a direct speech, so therefore this will be ongoing as I'm speaking. Okay, ongoing as Tom was shouting. Okay, question number 5. Neither the team members nor the coach blank the decision that has been made as the meeting is still in progress. Okay, blank the decision. Okay, so what do we look at? Okay, for this question, what do we look at? Okay, Shirley, your answer is number 1. However, what is the keyword over here? The team, are you sure? We always look at the second subject, right? As I mentioned. Okay, the coach is the second subject, which is why we will look at this. Oh, yeah, yes. Okay, I'm glad you remember it now. So what is the correct answer then, Shalene? Okay, question number 5. What do you think the answer is then? 3, yes, very good. Okay, knows. Okay, so it's singular and present tense because the meeting is still in progress. Okay, so please take note of this. Right, we'll always look at the second subject over here. Okay, blank page. Moving on to question number 6. Blank the injury she had sustained, the athlete was determined to finish the race. Okay, blank the injury she had sustained, the athlete was still determined in winning the race. Oh, to finish the race, sorry. Okay, what would the answer be for question number 6? Right, blank the injury she had sustained, the athlete was determined to finish the race. Okay, Jojo says that question 6 is 2. Yes, okay, so that is very good, correct. So in spite of, right, okay, despite sustaining the injury, right, in spite of the injury she had sustained, she was still determined to finish the race, right? Even though they had an injury, they will still want to finish the race. Okay. Mr. Ibrahim was very disappointed that none of his children showed blank interest in taking over the family business. He showed blank interest. He was very disappointed. Okay, this is one keyword. He was disappointed. So none of his children, right, showed blank interest. Okay, none of his children showed. So is interest countable or uncountable? Right, interest is uncountable. Okay, interest is uncountable. Okay, which is why the answer is much interest. Yes, very good, Jojos. Hi, Sherlyn, welcome back. Okay, question 8. Mom is going to Sri Lanka. She has never been to that country before. Blank. Ronaldo asked his father. Question tag. So she's, right. So she has never been to the country before. Okay. So Jojo's gave the answer number 2, right? Has she for question 8, right? That is correct. However, why do we use option number 2 instead of option number 4? Right, why is number 4 wrong? Okay, so the keyword over here is actually never. Okay, since it's negative here, right, over here it has to be in the positive form. Correct, Shalene, very good for pointing that out. Right, negative in the front part of the sentence leads to opposite in the end of the sentence. Okay, which is why the answer has to be in the positive form, so it is number 2, and number 4 will be wrong for those who answered hasn't she. And good that you identified that she has means she has. Okay. Moving on to the next question. The park blank we used to play soccer is now closed for renovation. Okay, giveaway question. The park. The park is not a person, right? It's not an object. Okay, so we can easily cross these out, and our answer can only be for question number 9, number 3. Okay, where? Okay, referring to a place. Okay, go and revise your 5W1H for those who got this question wrong because it is a giveaway question. Right? Okay. So, next question. The hiker blanked through the dense forest since 5 a.m. before he collapsed in exhaustion. Okay, since 5 a.m. we see the word since before he collapsed in exhaustion. Okay, so for question number 10, what would the answer be? Right, collapse, this is past already, past tense, and that happened before, right? So yes, game lover number 4 is correct. Okay, had been tracking, right? Had been tracking. Okay, because it's past already, which is why we have to use the past perfect, past participle form. And yes, now we are at grammar close. I never thought that I would feel nostalgic about a car park. Blank particular open air car park was conveniently located at the heart of Holland Village, a buzzing neighborhood in Singapore which I blank been visiting since young. Okay, question 11. What is the answer? Okay, for question 11, what do you think the answer is? This, very good, game lover, yes. Okay, so we are actually referring to this specific open air car park, right? Which is why we will have to use K as the answer because we are specifically pointing to this car park. Okay, which I blank been visiting since young. Okay, I. Okay, since young, question 12. Had, very good. Okay, which I had been visiting since young. The car park was nothing special, but it was always there. Blank, I was looking to park my car or take a shortcut to the hawker center. Okay, blank, I was looking to park my car or take a shortcut to the hawker center. Would, we are looking at question 13, right? So, but it was always there. Would I was looking to my car? No. Yeah. Okay, so you can think through this for a moment. Right, the keyword in this sentence is actually or. Okay, the keyword in this sentence is actually or. Okay, whether, yes, that is correct. Right. Okay, so whether I was looking to park my car or take a shortcut to the hawker center. Okay, whether is the correct answer for this blank. So, I thought it blank always be there. Yes, and then it comes your answer, would. Okay, I thought it would always be there. Okay, a reliable and constant fixture in the background. Okay, one day the car park was replaced by a shopping mall. When I visited the shopping mall blank the first time, when I visited the shopping mall blank the first time, is though. When I visited the shopping mall is the first time, are you sure? When I visited the shopping mall something the first time, right? We are finding a connector. For question 15, You visit somewhere blank the first time. Right. When I visit the shopping mall for the first time. Yes, okay, Gregory, that's correct. Okay, thank you for your answer. Right, so when I visited this place for the first time, right, this is actually a very commonly used phrase, right, for the first time, right? Okay, so there's actually this really popular song. I'm not sure if it's still popular among students these days, but in the past when Frozen was still trending, right, there was this song called For the First Time in Forever, right? So therefore, that is where you can understand that how this phrase is used, right? So yes, answer is 4. Okay, moving on to question 16. I do not remember exactly when the Holland village I initially knew started fading away. What I do know, blank will lose places bit by bit as years go by. Okay, what I do know. Okay, Gregory's answer is, right? Is F. Yes, that is correct for question 16. Right, is. What I do know is we lose places bit by bit as the years go by. First, it was the car park I was so used to seeing. Blank, it was the iconic magazine store. Okay, so this is actually another connector we have to take note of, right? First, it was the car park that I was so used to seeing. Then it was the iconic magazine store that had over 80 years of history. Okay, so the answer has to be then. Okay, then. K-T-H-E-N. Please spell it with an E, because there's a difference in between then and then, right? T-H-E-N and T-H-A-N. They have a particular difference in between these two words. So please take note of it. Right. Question 18. I felt a sense of loss. Not only had the bits and pieces of the place disappeared, but the feeling of familiarity had blank faded. Okay, not only, but something, right? It comes in pairs. Okay, not only, but something. Okay, not only, but something. Okay, so the answer for question 18 is actually had also faded. Right, not only but also. Okay, so this is correlative conjunctions, right? They usually come in pairs. Okay, so not only but also. Okay, so take note of this, right? And let's go on to the next page. Okay, why is there so many blank pages here? Okay, let me see. I felt as blank the neighborhood had betrayed my memory of it. Right, so yes, in this case, though comes in handy. I felt as though, right, as though the neighborhood had betrayed my memory by simply keeping up blank the times. Okay, keeping up blank the times. Okay, so what would the answer be? Keeping up blank the times. keeping up with the times. Okay, so we actually keep up with the times over here. So let's go on to the next part. Okay, practice 23. Right, practice 23. Okay, over here, let's take a look at question 21. Okay, despite his initial hesitation, Justin blanked to peer pressure and joined his friends to watch the movie. Okay, so what would the answer be for question 21? Okay, option number, okay, something to peer pressure, right? There's a word that replaces this phrasal verb gave in, right? Gave in to peer pressure. Okay, so there's actually one word in the options over here that is suitable to be the answer. Okay, so the answer for this question is actually number 3. Okay, succumbed. Right. So, despite his initial hesitation, Justin succumbed to peer pressure and joined his friends to watch the movie. Okay, so succumb actually has the same meaning as gave in. Right, he gave in to peer pressure. Okay, cater to something is to actually provide, right? Cater to is like cater to your needs, is to provide help, right? So we cannot really use cater to in terms of peer pressure. Adapted is also wrong as well because we don't really adapt to peer pressure, right? We actually give in to peer pressure. Adapting to peer pressure takes a lot of skill, honestly, right? Accommodating to peer pressure is also incorrect. Okay, accommodating to someone's schedule is to actually making yourself flexible to accommodate to that person. Okay, so the answer for this can only be option number 3. Okay, succumbed. So for question 22, although the fans were doubtful of the new player's ability at first, he blanked to be the star of the baseball team this season. Okay, blank to be the star. Okay, resulted. Okay, there is one word that can replace, I mean, not one word, but one phrasal verb that can replace the word resulted. Okay, one phrasal verb. So, what is the answer? He turned out to be the star. He turned out. With the increase in the popularity of online games, online versions of traditional board games such as Scrabble and Monopoly have still not lost their blank among youth. Okay, so for this case, we cannot say favor because favor is in favor of something, right? Means that something is actually getting an advantage. Sort of an advantage wise. Okay, sort of an advantage wise. Then for appeal, appeal is correct in this case. So for question 23, the answer is actually appeal among youths, right? The attractiveness. The attractiveness among youths. Okay, then for the option number 3, influence in this case is wrong. Okay, have not lost their influence among youths will be incorrect because influence is to bring um is to actually bring people into a certain trend or something that they are doing. He under the influence of someone that you started doing this or something like that, right? So that is what influence is. And usefulness. Okay, this is definitely wrong because we do not really see is the usefulness of a certain game, but we would say that is the attractiveness of a game. Okay, so for question 23, the answer is number 2. Question 24. Raj explained the complex science concept blank and clearly in a few sentences, gaining nods of approval from his teachers and peers. Okay, so blank and clearly, right? Something and clearly. Okay, so usually for this, it will be concisely and clearly, right? Clear and concise to be very clear and accurate. Okay, clear and concise. Right, question 25. While playing in the bedroom, the toddler blanked after tripping over his toy and attempted to regain his balance. So the toddler blanked after tripping over his toy. Right. So what does this mean? Okay, it means they are trying to describe a way the toddler walks. Okay, a way the toddler walks, right, after tripping over his toy. Okay, so the toddler, question 25. Okay, 4. Right, staggered. Right, it's a way the toddler is walking, so the answer is actually number 4. Okay, moving on to the next page. Right, I was strolling through the bustling streets of Singapore, captivated by the blend of modern skyscrapers and historic shophouses. The aroma of street food wafted through the air, enticing me to walk towards the store. I decided to indulge and join the queue at the famous hawker stall known for its Hainanese chicken rice. As I relished the tender chicken and fragrant rice slowly, I noticed an elderly man struggling with his bags nearby. After hurriedly finishing my mouthful of rice, I walked over to help him. He smiled warmly as we strolled together. He began sharing stories of old Singapore, painting vibrant pictures of a time when the island was dotted with kampongs. He led me to a hidden garden tucked between the towering buildings, a serene corner in the heart of the city. We sat on the bench and he continued his tales, his eyes gleaming with nostalgia. I listened intensely, appreciating the rich history and the incredible transformation of this bustling city? I believe because there's actually something missing over here, right? Okay, so from what we can see, we have 5 answers to find the synonym of. Okay, so let's work on this together. Okay, enticing, right? Firstly, enticing. Okay, so question 26, what is enticing? Okay, question 26, what is enticing? Okay, so what is enticing? What is the synonym of enticing? What is the synonym of enticing? Tempting. Okay, the noun says tempting. Right, for question 26, that is correct. Okay, tempting. Tempting me to walk towards the store. Okay, so question 27, relish. Okay, relished. What is the synonym of relished? Okay, let me write down all the words that we have to find the synonym of first. Okay, serene. And lastly is intently. Okay, so for question 27, right, what is the synonym or the vocabulary word that we can use to replace the word relish? Okay, relish means enjoying your food, right? Relished actually means to be enjoying the food a lot, right? So yes, it's 3 again, right? Savored. Okay, to fully enjoy and devote yourself into eating the food. Okay, question 28. Vibrant, right? Vibrant. What is the synonym of vibrant for question 28? Okay, question 28. What is the synonym? Okay, the noun says number 2. Right, question 28. Lively. Yes, that is correct. Okay, vibrant. It means lively. Okay, we definitely know it's not haunting as that is the complete opposite. Right, haunting is mostly used in terms of scarier and more horror concepts, I would feel. Okay, so for question 29, serene. Right, what's the synonym of serene? Okay, what's the synonym of serene? Okay, the noun says 3. Right, question 29. Right, serene. Yes. Okay, peaceful. Okay, peaceful. Question 29. Question 30. Right, question 30. Intensely. Right, intensely. Okay, or you might not be able to see the options. Let me scroll it up a little. Okay, so for question 30, yes, the answer is 3 once again. Very good. Okay, attentively. Okay, very well done, Neil. Right, so these are the answers for the vocabulary. Right, all the synonyms of these particular words are written over here. So yes, take some time and we will move on to the next practice. Okay, practice 24. Okay, grammar. We are back at grammar MCQ. So, neither the twins nor Alice blank singing. They prefer drawing, right? So, we always look at the second subject again, right? Once again, I'm repeating this for the umpteenth time, right? So, we only look at Alice for this case, so we would know that the answer has to be option number. Okay, we ignore the twins. We only look at Alice. Okay, we only look at the second subject. So, based on the second subject, what is the answer? Okay, Ali says 2. Yes, okay. Enjoys is correct. He enjoys. Okay, for question number 1, the answer is enjoys. Very good. Okay, so based on the second subject, Alice is singular, which is why we have to use enjoys. Okay, let me write it down, singular. Okay, very good. Let's go on to question 2. She could not get the tickets to the popular concert blank queuing overnight. Okay, so she expected to get the tickets because she queued overnight, but she did not, right? So we need to use this even though type of thing. Okay, so despite queuing overnight, yes. Okay, so for question number 2, right, despite queuing overnight, right, even though she queued overnight, right, she still didn't manage to get the tickets. Okay, so the answer is despite queuing overnight. Okay, next. During my birthday party, Mr. and Mrs. Chan introduced a friend of blank to me. Okay, Mr. and Mrs. Chan, right, introduce a friend of theirs. Yes, K Moon X. Yes, okay, it is theirs with a S. Okay, so it's not number 1, right? It has to be theirs. Okay, because it belongs to them. The friend belongs to them. Okay, so theirs. By the time Mr. Lim blanked at the train station, the train had already left. Had already left. Okay, question number 4. Okay, question number 4 is, okay, since this is past perfect, it has to be past tense here. Okay, because this happened first, then this happened second. Okay, so therefore the answer will be yes. Very good, Danielle. Arrived. Okay, the answer is arrived. Next, Alex saw a girl blank into the cinema without buying a movie ticket. Okay, he saw a girl blank into a cinema. Okay, he saw a girl blank into the cinema. Okay, so after you saw, this will be in the base form. Okay, this will be in its base form. Yes, therefore the answer is 1. Okay, sneak into the cinema without buying a movie ticket. Okay. Question 6. Megan blanked her uniform, didn't she? Mother asked. Okay, question number 6. Yes. Okay, the answer is number 3. Ironed. Okay, because over here, didn't she? Right, means that she did iron her uniform. Okay, she did iron her uniform. Okay, question 7. Okay, I'll leave these questions here for a while and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'll give you some time to look at the questions first and I'll come back. Okay, hi everyone. Okay, so we're back. This is question 7. Right, so I see that Moon X have actually answered all the questions. Okay, 7 is swim. Right, swim in the pool. Are you sure, Moon X? Okay, so Siti, having been advised by her doctor, blank in the pool every day. Right, is Siti singular or plural? Okay, Siti is singular. Right, Siti is singular. Oh, you said 4. Okay, okay. So swims, yes. Correct. Okay, yes, that is correct. So we know that it's present tense and it's for singular. Okay, because this means that it is present. Okay, so for question number 7, this is correct. Mistype is okay, Moon X. Okay, no worries. Moving on to question 8. right, I'll see that Moon X have option number 2 as your answer. Okay, congratulated her of her graduation ceremony. Okay, question number 8, right? Let's look at this together. Okay, question 8. Congratulated her blank her graduation ceremony. Right. It's okay, Moon X, don't need to feel that way, right? We make mistakes sometimes, not reading properly. Okay, Moon X, I give you one more chance to answer this question. What is your answer? Okay, what do you think is the correct answer then? Okay, the graduation ceremony. So this is actually a venue or event, right? Yes. Okay, so the answer is actually congratulated her at her graduation ceremony. Okay, the answer is actually at. Okay, question number 9. A number of parent volunteers blank helping out at the carnival tomorrow. Okay, question 9. A number of parent volunteers tomorrow. Okay, so the answer will be plural and present tense. Plural and present, yes, are. Okay, plural and present are. Very good. Okay, moving on to question number 10. Our luggage blank left at the lobby since this morning as the porters are on strike. Okay, our luggage blank left at the lobby. Okay, question number 10. This is a bit challenging, right? Because sometimes, yes, okay, has been left. He has been left at the hotel lobby. However, luggage, right, can also mean one luggage. Plural is also called luggage. Okay? Because sometimes we don't really say luggages, but some people will accept the answer as luggages. So it actually depends, right? Okay, we don't really use luggages for plural form as well. So you can just take note of this. Okay? Just a little small fact. Okay, so actually we'll be skipping grammar close. Let's go on to vocab MCQ first, then we'll go back to grammar close. Right, so let's look at this. The driver was unable to blank the big truck into that narrow street. He blanked the big truck into the narrow street. Okay, the driver was unable to blank the big truck into that narrow street. Question 21. Okay, question 21. I can't text. You cannot see the text or you are unable to type it out. Yes, okay, so the answer is actually maneuver. Okay, maneuver. Maybe your answer will get filtered in some way that maybe TikTok will identify it as a bad comment, right? Sometimes some answers get filtered away, so I'm unable to see them. So it's actually okay to type in the numbers, that's why. Yeah, Moon X, yes. So sometimes actually some people, if they type like manipulative, right, or something else, it may not come out depending on the search filters and that TikTok has set. So sometimes your answers will actually get filtered by TikTok and I'm unable to see the comments. Okay, but in this case, your answer is correct. Okay, maneuver is correct. So it's to move the big truck into the narrow street. Okay, maneuver. Next, question 22. The restaurant has blank rules in food preparation as it wants to prevent food poisoning among customers. Okay, has blank rules in food preparation. Wants to prevent food poisoning among customers. So it means to be strict. Okay, tenacious. Okay, tenacious actually means more on being very, let's say firm, right? Yes, tenacious, but if we don't really use it on the rules, right? In fact, for this case, the answer is actually stringent, which means strict. Okay, so what does tenacious mean? Tenacious means to be more persistent. Okay, persistent or strong or forceful. Okay, so that is the meaning of tenacious. So the answer is actually number 4. Yes, glazed SG, that is correct. Right. So what about apprehensive and inquisitive? Right, does anyone have any problems with any of these options? Okay, what's the meaning of apprehensive? Right. This means to be apprehensive means to be very anxious and worried over something. Okay, very concerned, anxious. Right, I felt apprehensive of walking in the dark alley because I'm very anxious something might happen. Right, maybe there will be a wild dog that will chase you or something like this. Okay, how about inquisitive? Right, what does inquisitive mean? Right, what does inquisitive mean? Okay, inquisitive means to be very intriguing, right? Curious. Okay. So in this case, the only appropriate answer we can use is option number 4. Right, moving on to question 23. After fixing the 1,000 piece puzzle for a day, blank Lucas was tired out. Okay, vigilantly. Okay, I understand why you would say vigilant. However, for vigilant is being more on aware of your surroundings, right? Being aware of situations and surroundings. So 2 or 1, warily. Okay, warily is meaning to be very careful. However, look at this 1,000 piece puzzle, right? So this is actually slightly tricky because some of the words have similar meanings or way of using them. However, the answer for this case, right, we will say is painstakingly, right? Because it takes a lot of effort. He took so much effort that he spent one whole day in fixing the puzzle. Okay, so the answer is actually painstakingly. Right, feel free to take down notes on these vocabulary words as they actually have a chance in appearing in your exams. Okay, so for being wary, right, it is being careful. However, you are being wary of your surroundings. I watched the person sneak out of the shop warily. So I was very careful and nervous, right? I'm not sure what he's doing. And then vigilantly is to be vigilant means that at all times, right, to prevent bad guys from actually doing something wrong, you have to actually stay alert. Like being vigilant against scams, right? So you don't fall for online scams. Okay, so this is how you should be vigilant. Be alert and aware that, oh, there's actually a lot of scams online. Do not easily fall for scams. Consciously. Consciously means to be aware. Aware or awake. Okay, I'm conscious. I'm conscious of your actions. Okay, so I can tell that you were doing this, right? Okay, and question 24. Jane blank with her sister over a misunderstanding, but they have made up. Okay, so this is again phrasal verbs, right? So good news is that we are actually going to release phrasal verbs ebook soon, right? A new phrasal verbs ebook for all of you to pre-order very soon, right? So just stay tuned for that. Okay, so for question 24, what would the answer be? Okay, over a misunderstanding means that okay, their relationship fell apart, right? So yes, the answer is fell out. Very good. Okay, fell out with someone, right? Falling out with somebody means just to not be close with them anymore, right? Means to have this cut in the relationship. So example, oh, I argued with my best friend and we fell out because we are not friends anymore, right? So that is how we use fell out. And our last vocab MCQ, you can state the key idea again in your conclusion so as to blank your message, right? Okay, you repeat the key idea. So you want to emphasize on your message, right? You want to emphasize it. So what is the answer for this case? Okay, question 25, what would the answer be? Okay, emphasize a message. You want to bring it across once again. Yes, Moon X, very good. Okay, reinforce the message to drill it into their minds that you are actually having the message. Okay, so reinforce your message is the correct answer. Okay, so as to reinforce your message. Okay, very good. Let's move on to our last segment of today, right, which is vocabulary, but looking for synonyms of the word. Some people really enjoy doing this, however, some people really dread doing this because they are unsure which word. Some of them are really close, they have really close meanings, right? Okay, so let's look at this together. Question 26. He was an influential Chinese leader. Okay, he was an influential Chinese leader. Question 26. Okay, your option is your answer number 3, Moon X? Is that for question 26? A well-known Chinese leader. Okay, question 26. An influential one. Actually, all the answers are actually really close. In this case, right, all the answers for this is are very close with each other. I would say that I would accept a well-known. However, I would say option number 2 is more suitable to be the answer because an influential Chinese leader holds power, right? He holds power of people's votes and choices. So he is more, instead of being well known, he's not only well known, he is powerful. Okay, so the answer is actually number 2. Okay, and question 27. He was skillful at settling disputes among Chinese. Okay, disputes. So let's write it down. Disputes. Okay, so disagreements, very straightforward, yes. Okay, the answer is 4. Moving on to question 28. He founded Tan Tock Seng Hospital in 1844. Okay, founded, so what would the answer be? Another straightforward question, right? He founded this hospital. Okay, so he was the one that created the hospital, right? He was the one that created the whole hospital. He built it, right? So is it discovering it? Did he chance upon a hospital? No, he didn't find the hospital. He founded doesn't mean to find it. It means to establish the hospital. Yes. Okay, so he was the creator of the hospital. He was the first person who started this hospital. Yes, so the answer is actually established. Okay, so founded does not mean find. Okay, the past tense of find is only found. However, founded means to establish. Okay, the founder of someone. A founder of a business. Right. Okay, so for question 29, let's go back to the passage over here. During the Japanese occupation, it provided much needed treatments to the civilians. Okay, so question 29, much needed. Okay, question 29, much needed. All the answers are really close, so it's actually very tricky. But yes, essential, right? Much needed. Okay, much needed. Okay, answer is number 2. And last but not least, SARS in 2003 and COVID-19, Tan Tock Seng Hospital has always stood by the nation. Oh no, oops. Stand by the nation. Right, has always stood by the nation. Supported the nation. Yes, okay. Supported the nation. That is correct. Okay, so that will be the correct answer for question 30. Stood by. Right, stood by. Stood by the nation. Yes, and that will be all for today. Right, thank you for joining our live today, and I'll see you all soon. And I hope you learned something new today, or like some new meaning of new words, some new grammar rules and terms that you didn't realize that was so important for MCQ, right? So each mark counts in MCQ, so I hope you all can actually ace and get all of your MCQs correct for your PSLE or your preliminary exams. Okay, so thanks for today, MoonX. Thank you for your likes and joining the live as well. Bye bye. Oh, your PSLE is over. Oops. But it's okay, MoonX. You can still do practice your English every day, right, together.